like we always do it this time. Cook the cold, blowing your mind. Hey dummy, this no accident, all of this was designed. Took my time, cook the crack from behind, then I opened up your blinds, rise and shine. Cold world, same used to.
Broadcasting from Chicago. as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. The Thunder log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Durant is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Matthews. Then there's Teague. And it's Adams in at the 5. Over in the corner, Matthews. For the 3. Passes it to Teague. Back to Gibson. Second shot opportunity. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
Yeah, a little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Teague dishes to Adams. Durant the pass to Teague. Noah with the block. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul.
Oh, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
This is Demiritich. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Butler, here we go.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Here's Gibson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time.
There's a screen. Here's Roberson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And it's blocked by Adams. An even 3-on-3 break. And it's blocked by Mirotić. Outside Rose. And the pass to Mirotić. Lets it go with a 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And Matthews gets it to go.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Rose with the ball. Matthews covering. In the corner, it's Noah. Back to Rose. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Durant. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Butler. Cans it from downtown.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Rose with the ball. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Thunder trailing by 6. Teague kicks to Gibson. Feeds it to Durant. And Teague has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Adams. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game. Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
And it's Butler missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Teague can't hit.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Mirotic has a wide open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Durant dishes to Gibson. Durant, the pass to Teague. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now here's Rose. Butler on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. Butler can't get that one to fall. Thunder trailing by 7. A 3 from Matthews. Nice shot from the wing. Matthews has got 5. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And when you watch Wes Matthews, you see he's just a fantastic perimeter defender, Clark. He can match up well at either the 2 or the 3.
His combination, Kevin, of length and strength and lateral movement make him an outstanding defensive player.
And for Matthews, you know, he knows that he's a strong defender. And so last year, his claim was that he was the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Chicago making some changes. Portis, who's checked in for Mirotic. Doug McDermott comes in for Roberson. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Chris Kamen's checked in for Steven Adams.
Listen, he has a chance to be considered the best two-way player at his position, and not sure if he is the clear-cut winner of that debate, but he is in the conversation.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Chicago leading by 5. Brooks outside. Noah with a screen on Teague. 6 to shoot. Brooks kicks to Butler. And again, Chicago, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Kaman dishes to Durant. Matthews passes to Durant. Back to Matthews. They double him with Noah. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Both free throws good from Matthews. Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel it. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
Portis, the pass to Butler. And at the top of the key, McDermott. And it comes off the front of the rim. Last outing for Chicago, they won that game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Durant kicks to Kaman. Noah against Matthews. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Durant wide open. He fires. Here's Kaman. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Brooks with it. Picked up by Teague. Brooks kicks it to Noah. Gibson with the steal. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball.
Assist from Jeff Teague.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Brooks, the pass to Portis. He dishes it to Noah. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Teague. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Matthews leading the charge. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Gibson with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Plenty of space. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Chicago making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Noah. And it's Foy in for Jimmy Butler. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Gibson. Anderson comes in for Kevin Durant. Lou Williams is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Teague.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Brooks outside. Clock at 6. Zeller setting the pick for Brooks. Over Beverly. Offensive rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Kaman's shot is good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his first foul. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. And Beverly kicks to Kaman. Shoots from the corner. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now here's McDermott, defended by Anderson. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. McDermott can't get it to go.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Williams.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's McDermott. Off with the layup. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by 6. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Patrick Beverley out there with Williams. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Smith in at the 4. The kick out to Anderson. Money from the wing. Anderson's got 5. Bulls trail by 5. Rose attacking. And Roberson kicks to Rose. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. The Thunder leading by 5. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here's Beverley. Anderson right side. Shot clock at 6. Williams' shot is off. Best outing for Chicago. They won that game against Los Angeles. Here's Stauskas. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really enjoyed watching his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
Whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. And it ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
Beverley dishes to Kaman. Fade away. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And it's Rose missing.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game.
Now here's Rose. Okafor with the screen on Beverley. To the wing on the left. But they get it back. Robertson can't hit.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Now Beverley. Back to Smith. They get a hand on it. Over in the corner, Beverley. Here's Kaman. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And for that note about Mirotic, in the 4th, he outscored LeBron and Westbrook that month. That's impressive for any player, much less a rookie.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Mirotic. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists here tonight. And Beverly kicks to Williams. Inside. Kamen passes to Smith. Okafor grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Thunder going with the whole new group out there.
Come on, Chicago.
Free throw, good Butler.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Teague dishes to Durant. And Adams kicks to Teague. Durant, the pass to Matthews. And here they come. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Butler. Rose has got his second bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half. And they've gotten some blocks as well.
Shots good from Butler.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Derrick Rose.
Rose, good.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day, and I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
Drive by Adams, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now, here's Noah. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shots good from Butler.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Teague. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Here's Teague. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Durant attacking. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. Some changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Mirotic. Foy comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And it's Butler missing. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Durant. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Randy Foy.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal, and then excellent transition offense.
And really, it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Now here's Brooks. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Butler. And again, Chicago. No good. Thunder trailing by 6. And Matthews with the basket on the assist by Durant.
Kevin Durant.
And that's 11 points for Wesley Matthews. Teague on the double team. Noah kicks to Foy. Back to Noah. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Zeller, he's checked in for Noah. And it's Doug McDermott in for Butler.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Brooks with it. Picked up by Teague. Pass to Portis. All alone. Shot's good. Portis has got his first basket of the night.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Right side Gibson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 8 points here for Taj Gibson.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Now Durant. After Aaron Brooks' three-pointer didn't go. Here's Matthews. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And what a tremendous game for Matthews. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And the Bulls making a change here. Butler's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Chicago has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. Kicks it to McDermott. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Durant. Brooks outside. And Zeller kicks to Brooks. Drops in the tray. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And Gibson kicks to Matthews. T dishes to Adams. And stolen by Zeller. Left side, Butler. To the right side. Here's McDermott. And nothing but air on that one. And Matthews kicks to T. They grab their own miss. Outside Durant. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. Outside Teague. The putback. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Bulls leading by 3. Teague on the double team from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Durant attacking. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
34 seconds left in the first half. Brooks, the best to Zeller. And it's blocked by Adams. Outside Matthews. He kicks it to Adams. It's Durant on the wing. Outside Teague. The tray. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Teague's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brooks with no one around. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bulls lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Butler. He has 20 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Andre Robertson. Mirotic is out there with Doug McDermott. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Noah in at the center position. McDermott kicks to Rose. Down low. Here's Noah. The shot, no good. Kaman with the defensive effort. Thunder trailing by 3. Williams with the ball. Now defended by McDermott. To the paint. There's Chris Kaman on the assist by Anderson. 8 points for Chris Kaman.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
For the lead, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Thunder shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. The Bulls shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. The dish to McDermott. Here's Noah. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Noah's got his first points of the night. Down low. Here's Kaman. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Rose, good.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And Beverly kicks to Kaman. Stolen by Rose. Here's the break. Here's McDermott. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And McDermott drops them both. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to New York. And Beverly kicks to Anderson. And there's the feed to Williams. Screen by Smith. Shot clock at 6. Excellent use of the screen that time.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Chicago calls timeout. Lou Williams won the 6th man award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer, and that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Chicago making some changes. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And Nick Stauskas is subbed in for McDermott. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Rose goes in to the right side. Portis, the best to Rose. Here's Roberson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line, and that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season.
And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, than try to fit a round peg into a square hole. I mean, he's not a really good passer. Never has been. That's not who he is. But he can heat up quickly as a scorer. And that's the side where you put jelly and butter on his toes.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Rose. He's got 10. Shot clock at 6. And he eliminates with a slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bulls.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Pass to Stauskas. Passes it to Portis. He feeds it to Stauskas. Can't hit. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. The Thunder pull it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Durant kicks to T. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. The pass to Portis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Free throw good, Portis. Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Rose. Both shots good from the stripe.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Dishes to Butler. Brooks against T. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Brooks. Pass to Portis. Lobs it up. And Gibson sends it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Mirotic is checked in for Portis. T dishes to Durant. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And it's blocked by Adams. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's foul number 2 for him. Teague kicks to Durant. Back to Teague. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks.
You know, you hate to blame anybody, but those turnovers are a big reason why they're down.
Back to Noah. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Brooks with it. Picked up by Teague. Outside Butler. To the inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
That free throw good from Noah.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
There's a good screen. Teague, the pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Roberson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Butler dishes to Noah. Here's Roberson. Back to Mirotic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Thunder trailing by 6. Gibson with the screen on Brooks. Teague kicks to Matthews. Takes the 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
And Roberson kicks it to Noah. To the middle. It's Butler that time on the assist by Noah. Noah's got 4 assists in the game.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for them.
Yeah, but they've got to find a way to convert those extra possessions into points if they're going to come back in this one.
Gibson setting the pick for Matthews. Durant kicks to Teague. Offline with his 3.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Butler in the corner. Goes up on the block. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Durant. Noah with the block. And they're moving it up. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Gibson. Feeds it to Roberson. And it's blocked by Adams. Butler with the steal. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Randy Foye, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Randy Foye.
1:14 left to play in the third. Teague, the pass to Durant. Gibson setting a pick for Durant. Left side, Adams. He dishes it to Matthews. Just 3 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Misses off the right iron. The Bulls leading by 10. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. His three-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Teague with a clean look. Here's Gibson. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chicago leading. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kicks it to Stauskas. Wants to get it to Zeller and does.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
McDermott, no one around him. It's off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Chicago, up by 7. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Anderson. Chris came in out there with Jason Smith. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. Williams attacking. And it will go. And the Bulls lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Smith.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
The dish now to Zeller. He kicks to Stauskas. Just 3 to shoot. That's good. And that's now 6 points for Tyler Zeller. Thunder trailing by 7. Rose against Beverly. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Chicago making a switch here. Okafor's checked in, and that one falls for Zeller. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Here's Anderson. Rebounded by McDermott.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And it's 8 points for Doug McDermott.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in his first couple of years. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Out to the wing. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor.
Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. Andre Robertson comes in for Stauskas. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with the timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now. They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin, did it sink in?
Over to the left wing. Rose attacking. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
The Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Butler with the ball. Williams picks him up. Here's Roberson. Mirotic. And he dunks it down.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. Thunder trailing by 20.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Joakim Noah is checked in for Okafor. Here's Rose.
You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Brooks checked in for Rose. Durant kicks to Adams. The kick out to T. It's Durant with the drive. The kick out to T. Back to Durant. The feed to Gibson. Pass to Durant. The shot is off.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself. Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
That's good.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Brooks outside. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Mirotic dishes to Noah.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Gibson passes to Matthews. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Durant with it. Noah picks him up. And Adams kicks to Gibson. The kick out to Adams. Matthews, no one around him. Buries it from three-point range.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going into last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
So for the Bulls, Emeka Okafor. He's checked in for Noah. Zeller comes in for Mirotic. And it's Doug McDermott in for Andre Robertson. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, you know, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, you know, he's right in regards to the gambling. With the internet, people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
They get it back. Outside for Durant. Tries again. And that's good for 2. Durant's got 24. The Bulls leading by 16. Left side, Butler. Brooks outside. Picked by Okafor. Shot clock at 6. Butler dishes to Okafor. Power down with both hands.
Well, I love that sweet up fake, Kevin. It worked like a charm there and gave him a clear path to the lane and then to the hoop.
Well, that move is one of the prettiest out there if you can pull it off. Here's Durant. Oh! Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
He feeds it to Gibson. Teague for 3. Oklahoma City the rebound. Outside Matthews. Right side Teague. There's the 3. Good.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Passes it to Butler. And they double up Butler. Brooks outside. The kick outside to Butler. And the jam by Tyler Zeller.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, really picking up his production in his fourth season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
And so Butler nails both of them.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Williams with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. McDermott, the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Okafor. Nick Stauskas comes in for Doug McDermott. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Butler. And Nate Robinson is subbed in for Brooks.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
And the pass to Foye. Here's Portis. Doubled by Smith. And the dunk by Zeller.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Robinson with it, guarded now by Durant. Pass to Portis. Over in the corner, Foye. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And there's the call on Durant. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well, corralling those carries.
Yeah, that's about the only thing, because not a whole lot else going right for him thus far.
Second team foul.
It's rebounded by Portis. The Bulls leading by 16.
2 minutes, 2-1.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Doubled by Smith. 5 to shoot. And Foye kicks to Zeller. And the rejection by Smith. Puts up a 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
First free throw is good.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Smith sets the pick for Durant. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over. And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the... Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Well, I like the fact that we can still see a flicker of a flame burning. They haven't given up or given in. They've picked it up at both ends, and right now on a nice run.
Foye, the pass to Stauskas. And good on the basket. Book it.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark. Just doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point.
Zeller doing all sorts of things. He's got 14 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
McDermott's checked in for Chicago. Here's Stauskas. He's guarded by Williams. The dive for the ball. And stolen by Patterson. Up the floor. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Bulls, Kevin Durant. At the line for 2.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And they go to the intentional foul.
Kevin Durant. That's his 3rd personal foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Doug McDermott. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 15. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, they can game plan all they want, but unless they can put more time on the clock, I think this bad boy's over.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they hope to get accomplished with this timeout here.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Foy with it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where